assumed a new gear. We're now joined by our political reporter, Murimi Mwangi, who is engaging the majority leader in the Senate and Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen.
Well, good afternoon. You could call that the latest shockwaves of the March 9th cooperation deal between President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition leader Raila Odinga. But now the deputy president dragging in the name of the opposition leader, with the latest allegations being that the opposition chief could be part of a scheme to have him ejected from the Jubilee Party. Let's talk to a senior member of the Jubilee Party parliamentary hierarchy, as well as a close confidant of the DP majority leader in the Senate, Kipchumba Murkomen. What's the genesis of these allegations about Raila being behind a scheme to have your party or deputy party leader ejected from the Jubilee Party?
I think it's something which has been building over time. We've been reminded all the time that the handshake is about two people, and that DP should not involve itself in anything that related to uniting Kenyans. When the DP went to meet the leaders from Coast, they were even the ODM wrote disciplinary letters to the party members for participating and working with him. There has been a lot which has been going behind the scenes. Every time the DP meets the rest of leaders of Kenya, they are either called to be reprimanded by their party or they are told to go slow. So what the DP just voiced out is the scheme that, our friends in ODM have been building over time to try and prepare themselves politically for the competition of 2022 using the so-called handshake, but at the same time try to undermine the deputy president from performing his duties, but also most importantly make sure that it's always president is good, DP is bad. Handshake is for president, DP should not get involved.
But Senator, would you say this is a confirmation of what has been said all along since March 9th, that you as part of the troops of the DP have been consistently opposed to that ceasefire deal between the president and the opposition leader?
First of all, we are not troops of DP. We are Jubilee members, and I sit in Jubilee NEC. So we are Jubilee decision makers. We are not an individual person's, troops. And I serve both the Jubilee Party, the president, the deputy, and all the supporters of Jubilee. So there is no dichotomy that they could be. In fact, that language of Jubilee for president, Jubilee for deputy is a genesis of those of Raila Odinga and his team. Because I can tell you, and I can tell the public, and I've said this before, every time he meets opposition leaders, he tells them, you need to go slow. My job, I went to break Jubilee, and I've done 50%. In fact, I can tell this to the public. When he met one of the Fort Kenya leaders 2 weeks ago, he told them, we want you to go slow. In any case, I'm just going to break Jubilee. Once I break Jubilee, we'll be able to get back to what we used to do and win the leadership. So what the deputy president did was to put in public the politics of deceit. What Kijana Wamalwa used to say that, the politics of playing some cards on top of the table, but you're hiding more dangerous cards below the table. So the position, people must get DP's statement from this perspective. It's not just about it's not just about when the DP said, actually, you want to chase me out of Jubilee. What he actually meant is that you want to break Jubilee completely and make sure that Jubilee doesn't exist, because that is the intention. Like the Bible says, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. We must warn our people that when people who have a track record of deceit, of disunity, of breaking the public. Look, for example, this Sunday, they were sponsoring stories that, the DP, was opposed to the taxes and that he was trying to push for taxes, when it's on record that ODM members said they went to meet him and told him that we want to go and oppose the taxes. And he said, go and oppose the taxes, let me pretend to be supporting the taxes. So we cannot continue having that kind of politics of deceit. And the message, let me tell you, Murimi, this is as a matter of fact, uniting Kenya. The President of the Republic of Kenya intention and fight and desire to unite Kenya did not start in March 9th. It started way back, even when they came together with Deputy President after a fierce fight between the Kikuyus and Kalenjins. And when people said it was not possible for them to come together, they came together. That journey for uniting Kenya has been continuous, and it needs honest players. It is not possible. When the president and deputy met that time, they never said, oh, you know, we want to unite Kenya, but we don't like so-and-so to be part of the unity. They kept saying they will extend the hand of unity to everybody. And that's why when the former prime minister came in, he was welcomed. But when you come with deceit, with desire for hatred. You saw, for example, the statement they have put in public today, and their sycophants speaking in public about what they think about the former prime minister. You would see very clearly that they are desperate to put down the deputy president. Mm-hmm. But lastly, mm-hmm. I am glad that this party supporters of Raila Odinga who spoke today, the likes of Joho and Junet, I am glad that they have confirmed to the public that contrary to what Tinga had said, that he's not going to be party of elections of 2022, that actually they were preparing as themselves for the campaign. And they have made it public that they are ready. We know and we knew that Raila Odinga is going to be a competitor against William Ruto. That's why he's unwilling, and he doesn't desire, he's not willing at all to extend any truce. The only reason why he's flattering with the president is for obvious reasons, that he knows the president is not a presidential candidate.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your time. Senate Majority Leader Kipchumba Murkomen digesting or digressing into that particular latest tiff in the aftermath of the March 9th Kenyatta-Odinga cooperation deal that has now appeared to anger Deputy President William Ruto and evoked similar shockwaves from the ODM party. Back to you in studio.
Well, thank you, Murimi Mwangi, obviously informing us about the political battles between Deputy President William Ruto and His Excellency Raila Odinga. We'll definitely keep you updated, even as this is set to be a political talk within political circles.